By now, you all certainly know that the Cold War between Marjorie Greene and Lauren Boebert went hot this week when some spicy words were exchanged between them. In case you missed the video though, let's take a look at where this is all coming from. You can see right there, the two congresswomen talking. There are witnesses nearby. There's people who were listening to this conversation. You can see some reactions, facial reactions from Boebert, who is like playing it very coy and casual, leaning against the chair, but didn't seem to like what she was hearing. And I have to say, I understand why Boebert might not have liked this conversation. Say if you missed it, 3 sources say that Marjorie Greene referred to Congresswoman Boebert as a bitch. One source says a little bitch, which really just does seem way worse than just calling her a bitch. Well, I don't know why that is, but little bitch is like 5 times worse than just a bitch. Well,
it goes with that voice, like you little, like
it's like diminishing and kind of like trashy in comparison to just referring to one of your colleagues as a bitch.
I want to hear from the gentlewoman in the stripes. She's leaning in there. She has all the tea. Like you can tell she heard every word. She's leaning in there. She's like creeping over. She's like, I want to know what's going down. Yeah. Taking notes. That's the person you want to sit next to in the commissary.
It's recording for the TikTok. But anyway, look, that's their fight. They're gonna have their fight. Boebert tried to end the conversation, apparently saying, okay, Marjorie, we're through. And as Boebert turned away, Greene apparently responded, we were never together, which is so dramatic. Like, are you on a TV show? What are you talking about? We were never together.
We are like totally breaking up. We were like never dating.
I know, you can't fire me, I quit. It's got that energy, but anyway, all of that is old news. Well, here is the update. They are moving on from this fight in very different ways. So Lauren Boebert, who I don't normally think of as a person who takes the high road on a lot of things, she said, Marjorie is not my enemy. I came here to protect our children and their posterity. Joe Biden and the Democrats are destroying our country. So there's some lies about caring about the kids or whatever. But she goes back to, I'm not fighting with her. I hate mean old Joe, okay? From the point of view of the Republican Party, that seems like the responsible thing to do, okay? Moving on from the personal back and forth and back to Joe Biden. That is not how Marjorie Greene is responding to it. So she apparently said that the Daily Beast article about this with the little bitch quote is quote, impressively accurate. So really wants credit for having called her a little bitch, whipping out the rare high price vocabulary words for it. Says, I have defended her when she's been attacked of Boebert. She and I have virtually the same voting record. We're both members of the House Freedom Caucus. We shouldn't be natural allies. I think she means we should be natural allies, but for some reason she has a great skill and talent for making most people here not like her. So Boebert's moving on. Marjorie Greene is doubling down and saying, oh, I don't like her. And you know what? Nobody else does. I have no idea if that's true or not. I don't particularly care. Their little dueling of personalities isn't so important. But I do like to see fights between Republicans, especially with their narrow majority. So
I love the honesty. I love the honesty.
Yeah.
I do like that. I mean, it was a nice little reprieve from just constantly having face palming all day. It was a good little giggle.
Yeah. Well, Greene had more to say because she is not ready to move on from this. And honestly, who's surprised by that? She is a person that thrives on conflict. Marjorie Boebert is kind of like a regular Republican who like secretly wishes that she was like a stand-up comic or something and she makes her little jokes. Marjorie Greene is a true believer and she will go down fighting. So she said, when asked whether there was any chance the two would reconcile, she said, absolutely not. She has genuinely been a nasty little bitch to me. She said this to Semaphore, which just, I don't think they've ever had a quote of she's been a nasty little bitch to me. I was sitting down and so I stood up and I said, I'm happy to clarify my public statements to your face. I told her exactly what I think about her. and then accused her of copying her with her attempt to impeach Joe Biden, saying she's just doing it for the fundraising. Well, that's the pot calling the kettle black. Both of their performative things done for fundraising. But anyway, like, to double down and call her like, there was some question, Daniel, about whether she had used the term little. She does not want there to be questions. She is going to anyone who will listen and calling her a little bitch.
Again, I think this goes back to Trump's punching down segment, where it's just basically like this party really sees that their constituents are responding to mudslinging and responding to schoolyard bullying. So if she had an opportunity to get something in there, why not aim for it? I mean, she seems to, aim pretty low when it comes to choosing the high road.
Yeah, and look, I will say I have been critical of both of them on what they have tried to do in office, the statements that they have made. It is a weird position to be in where I kind of feel like I have to side with Boebert. She's trying to simmer things down and Greene's not going for it. So I think I'm team Boebert on this. I don't know. I don't know if you're ready to choose sides.
I don't know if I'm ready to just say the word team before either of those last names, but
I get what you're saying. I
it's a little triggering. It's a little triggering.
Yeah, they're both terrible. Remember, Boebert, she went around the country doing her like, people are going to college to take lesbian dance theory, and telling like Islamophobic stories about Ilhan Omar and everything. Like, she's legitimately terrible. Let's not forget that.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.